Hey everyone, it's Cafe Night on Entrepreneurs That Soar channel. Welcome to Creative Chat Cafe Hangouts on Air. If you're new to our channel, Entrepreneurs That Soar, and you've never been on any of our Creative Chat Cafe shows before, I'm going to tell you the story of Creative Chat Cafe. So what is Creative Chat Cafe, right? So we thought, because we're all visual people, we wanted to share our faces, our expressions. We thought delivering our training and information would be awesome using a platform like Hangouts on Air. So what we focus at at Creative Chat Cafe is, we're a show that discusses cost-effective strategies and solutions for small businesses who are looking to grow your business online. All right. We also focus on providing the information, the training, the tips, all right, to help you not only market your business, but also manage your business, because we all know we have a lot of information, but sometimes we just don't know how to manage those information, especially when we live in a digital world of social media, right? Where do we grab information and manage them? So that's what we also address in Creative Chat Cafe. And our goal, to help you increase your performance and also your productivity. Well, tonight is a special night for us because I have my girlfriend from Huntsville, Alabama, joining us tonight via Hangouts on Air. Welcome, Kenya Halliburton. Yay! Let's have some woohoo! So, welcome,
thank
Kenya.
you.
Yes, we're excited to have you, girl.
I know, it's actually, I know you changed the format a bit, but it's kind of like a welcome back because I did this before and it was so great. So I'm really excited to be back here. I love this format.
It's called creative, right? So we have to be creative always.
Absolutely. That's what I love about what you do.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, so folks, if you're just joining us tonight, I just want to let you know a few information about Creative Chat Cafe. All right, it's every week and on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we go live on air. Almost like a talk show, not really, but we'll bring you value and content and information and give you information on, how to grow your business online, how to manage and market it, all right? So tonight, we're talking about a special tool. I don't know how many of you actually out there use this thing called Google Drive, all right? Because if you have not been following Creative Chat Cafe the entire July, we have been dedicating our shows to Google products that can help us, increase our performance and also productivity. So last week we did Google Hangouts on Air, so we kind of shared how to use this platform. And this week we're talking, hey, what else can we, share? So we thought Google Drive. Here's why I started using Google Drive, all right? Because I turned to be like something, I don't want to use too much paper. Kenya, how it is when you go up for, events, you start taking notes, and then you're like, you come back, even if you have 2-3 notebooks, you're like, where are my notes, and then you bring papers, like tons of papers, and I'm like, okay, they end up in the shredder. So yeah. I was finding a way when we started to work online virtually. I'm like, what else can I use as a tool that I could, house all information, my work, my team's work online. So this is a cloud-based tool, and we, all you have to do is just like, go into your email because it's connected to your Gmail account. All right, we'll walk you through what you need to have before using Google Drive, and then we want to kind of a little bit share with you what Google Drive looks like. All right, and what it is compared to the traditional documents that you use. So in the past, or if many of you currently, so imagine this, right? So you are actually working with a collaborative partner. Kenya can actually relate to this. And yeah. Kenya does a lot of copywriting. She's a content planner, right? You do a lot of writing, right? Sometimes you work with your clients, go back and forth, and then you have paragraph phrases to kind of edit, work together and rewrite, retweak, right, to make it, the way you want it to be. But imagine if you have to do it on a Word document, all right, that you open up, you write, and then you save it, and then you attach it to the email, and then you send to the other person. And then that other person may not be as efficient as you, right? They maybe open email like 68 hours post receiving the email, right? So you wait and you wait, and you kind of hibernate on your project, and then almost 3 days later, you get your document back with, of course, updates. And then you have to download that from your email, and then you have to do the same thing. Oh, review that, re-edit, retweak, and then send it back. Can you imagine how many emails it will take you literally to work on one copy in writing a document or a sales letter, right? Kenya can actually probably relate to this.
Yeah, I mean, and then you run the risk of, oh, I didn't get it, I can't find it. You know, I mean, it's a nightmare. It is.
Absolutely. So, folks, actually what Google Drive is, I'm going to share with you my screen just to show you what Google Drive is, you know, and just a quick review just to show you how it is so cloud-based and how it can help you. I won't do a full demo right now, but what you will see is you will get the information from google.com/drive just to show you where you can find that information. All right, and then you can get more information later just by reading this website and then make your own research. So I'm going to share my screen real quickly. All right, so this is what we call Google Drive. So what it says is one safe place for all your stuff. Upload photos, videos, documents, and other files that are important to you to Google Drive. Get going with up to 15 gig storage. Free. Do we like free, Kenya?
We love free.
We love free. So the best thing, one more thing, it being a cloud-based tool, folks, you can actually access your Google Drive from your tablets, from your smartphones on the go. So I often tell my clients, Kenya, if they lose their computer, or maybe you know how often in the past we hear, oh, my dog ate my homework, right? So they don't really have an excuse to do that here because they can access it on the tablets and also their phones, and really on the go. So it's really versatile. You can really you know, access it anywhere. And you can go through the information here. It'll tell you what you can do, view anything, get stuff done online and offline. So that's also a great thing because you can actually save everything that you save on Google Drive onto your desktop also. And you know, you can actually chat, discuss, and mention. This is what we're going to talk about tonight, because we think part and the parcel of us saving time is if we can actually collaborate in real time. So you can actually go to google.com/drive and get features and kind of see, you know, read about Google Drive a little bit more. And then they have the Drive apps, you know, and you can do a lot of stuff from here. I'm going to promise you, once you start using this, you'll never want to go back to your Word documents. I'm going to unshare my screen because I want to ask Kenya a little bit about how she actually uses this to kind of save time, and also what is the best feature you think it helps you in your business, Kenya?
Well, there's so many features. One of the things that I actually used actually today with a client, we, you know, I was actually sharing my screen, and I shared the document with her. And, you know, I do content creation with my clients and planning and all of that fun stuff. And so, you know, I had the document up. She actually had access to it. She had it in front of her. And so we got to business. And so asking her questions, and as she was talking, I started typing. And
which so we will demo shortly, right?
Exactly. And so as I started typing what she was saying, she's like, well, do you want me to write this as I'm saying? I was like, no. I want you to just focus on thinking. And then she kind of looked up at her screen, and she was like, oh, wait, there's words there.
Yes.
And
Isn't that
amazing? In real time.
Yeah, that's amazing, right? Instead of you sending back 5, 6 emails just to correct one document, you can literally type together and do the edits together, right? And just like you
Yeah.
said, which is I think very important for somebody who's working with a client in real time that way, you just said something really important, which was, no, I want you to concentrate on your thinking. Let me do the typing, right? And I
Yes.
think that's the beauty of, real life collaboration. And we will show you a little bit more towards the end of the show how it actually happens. But before that, I want to quickly again share my screen because I want to kind of just show you what it looks like in your Gmail and your how to get to your drive. All right, so this way you will know if you have a Gmail account how you too can use Google Drive to collaborate with your clients and also your customers. So if you have a Gmail account, your top bar will look like this, right? And you'll have something called the drive. So if you click on it, this is what you see. So I have a lot of files. I'm going to give a quick preview. Ta-da! So you can see my long list. I know my long list of stuff, right? So basically, you can, this is my drive that I have, my own stuff, and then I have this as in people share with me their documents, and you can star them, and then you can highlight them, and then you can also create new ones. If you click on create, you see you can actually put them in folders, and you can create a document. You can create a presentation, which is really cool. This is the document, how the document looks like. Really looks like a Microsoft editor, any kind of document program that you use. And then if you actually create a presentation, folks, is just like PowerPoint presentation. See how cool it is? The best thing is you can actually pick templates. Oh my God, isn't this awesome? And this is all free to you. So if you've one thing I like about this, Kenya, we don't have to we don't have to remind ourselves to save it, right? Because it automatically saves our project. Because I often do that, forgetting to do, save. Here's the spreadsheet. This is the form. Here you can draw, and then here are all the apps that you can add. Here are, here's the connect more apps button. All right, you can. Excuse me, folks. My computer keeps on saying it's heated up. Of course, it's hot out there. So
burning up the keyboard.
Yeah, we're burning up the keyboard. Kenya's been doing that the entire day. I'm seeing her posting it on her Facebook page. I'm burning up my keyboards today. So here are some of the apps that you can pick from, and you can add to Google Drive. I mean, how awesome is that? I mean, the power of Google Drive is really, I think, really huge, and I know it makes my life easy, because all I have to do if I go into a meeting, if I don't want to carry my notepads or anything, I keep everything in here, and I can access from the computer, the tablet, and also my phone. So it's really, really, I would say it makes my life more efficient and more effective, right? Because I think in a way we are all busy people trying to figure out how to buy back our time, save time, and I think a great way, one of the many tools that we have right here in the Drive can help us do that, buy us back some time instead of sitting down with your client 3-4 sitting and trying to edit a document. You can literally sit down in 1 hour and just go through the document, tweak it, edit it, add images together, and all that stuff. What else do you use Google Drive for primarily, Kenya?
Yeah, of course, like I said, I use it, for real-time collaboration with my clients. I use it to, share different handouts and things that relate to my products and programs. And actually, my networking organization, we use it as a way for the members to be able to access different documents that they need as far as becoming a part of the organization, looking at mission statements, looking at, what the schedule of meetings are, and all of that kind of stuff when we're working on events and things like that. So it really just makes everything a lot easier and staying out of email so much. You know,
Right.
I mean, at the
Right.
very least, people actually get the notices like, hey, something is shared, or you need to look at something. But it just makes for a smoother process all around.
And let me ask you this, as a writer, right? You write a lot of content. Do you
Yep.
recommend this to people who wants to write content? Because, number one, it saves automatically. You can
Yeah.
literally, list out into different folders, organize them, structure them, and it's literally at the, available at your fingertips wherever you are. Uh, Desktop, computers, tablet, phone, do you think,
Yeah.
would you recommend it to your clients?
I absolutely would recommend it to my clients and other freelancers, writers and content creators. You know, I think the thing about creative people is, and at least for me, I'll speak for me because I don't know. But I know most creative people have issues with organization. um,
I used to be like that
yeah, and I
too.
think technology kind of helps us with that handicap, and
Yes.
Google helps us with that handicap because, you know, I would love getting like a new computer because it would be fresh and there's nothing on. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna organize myself into folders so I can find everything, and I'm gonna, and then fast forward like, you know, a couple of weeks later, and I just got stuff everywhere, and I gotta search for documents, and I gotta, you
Yeah.
know, all of that kind of stuff. And so, I think also from a business management perspective, it's a very
Hmm.
smart thing to have set up in place,
Right.
especially if you're working with, you know, other remote workers, virtual assistants, interns that are across, you know, that are out of state and in other places. I think
Yeah.
it's just smart. It's just a really smart
Exactly. Very
thing.
true. And because I think I am, I started cutting back really a lot because as I started doing a lot more stuff on the computer, it became a centralized location for me. Instead of carrying one notepad and then there's another notebook and then you go to the meeting, oh, there's another notebook, and then you're
Yeah,
like, I can't find stuff because I know some people do that. I mean, they're more relatable to writing, but the beauty of this is if you're on the go, for instance, I know you can probably relate to this. Sometimes we creative people get ideas on the go, right? And we're like,
hmm,
okay, that's no pen, that's no paper, right? And then you're trying to
yeah,
find napkins to write stuff. What if you just had this, right? All you have to do, open your app, right? Start keying in your Google Drive, right? Making a separate title, a new document, a spreadsheet, however, just lay out your ideas there. And
yeah,
you don't have to worry about saving it because it's all there. It's all app-based, it's
yeah,
cloud-based. So it's
yeah,
on the go. And I think it's really brilliant to actually keep this, and you can actually view documents in PDFs. You can actually print them. So how about we
yeah,
kind of demo a little bit what we're talking about as far as how we can actually use this. We're talking about how cool it'll be for people to see us typing and all the cursors moving together. So did you get the
I
document?
love this. I always love working with a fellow geek, a fellow tech geek. So
Okay.
yes, let's do this.
All right. So the document that I'm referring to is that demo doc. Did you get that?
Let me see here.
Yes. Folks, the first time we had like a brainstorming session with a team of like 8 of us on our Google Hangouts. We had our talents key in all their ideas as I talk and then I brainstorm, and then let me just give you the link just in case you missed it in the
Are
chat
you
box right here.
are you talking about the outline?
Not the outline. If you take a look at the chat box on your right column in your
Okay.
Hangout screen, there is a link there. You can actually just click on there and open it because you have access to it. See, this is what I mean, folks. If you're doing a session with a client, your client's looking like, where am I looking at this? You literally, all you have to do is take that link, all right, of your document, and you can send client that link, and then she can open up and just work with you. I think I see you on the document, so we're ready.
I'm in. Yep.
So, folks, this is basically what I'm talking about, sharing, collaborating together. So this is how the document looks like, right? And you can actually see the other person viewing the document just as you are. You see right here, it says Kenya Halliburton. And,
That's cool.
yeah, that's cool. And, you can put comments in the document. So this is your standard bar for an editor. So let's have Kenya go ahead and type in her name, company name, contact information. So this way, for some of you folks who want to get in touch with her, she does a lot of content planning for small businesses. She's really awesome. She's got a course coming up right too, which you will also see another session where we both will actually be collaborating together. And Kenya's typing, and I'm typing too. So I'm gonna type my name. Can you finish typing your information?
Yeah, my computer, I burnt my keyboard up today, so
it's taking its own sweet time. See, and
it's rebelling.
As Kenya type, you see, it says right there, Kenya Halliburton. And if you actually have more than 2-3 people, if 2-3 people are typing on the document, you can literally see all these different colored cursors going into the, typing in the document, which is really cool. And, I always say there was one time sitting down, talents working. There were 8 of us on the document, and you can see 8 colored cursors going crazy. And I was
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. This is what I mean, folks. Collaboration, and you can fix while working with your customer. Okay, and here's another information. All right, here's a great thing. This is real-time collaboration. You can actually make comments. So for instance, Kenya right here has actually put her contact information. If I highlight this, right, and I can just go ahead and make a comment, and I can go to insert, and I can include comment, and I can put comment. Nice. What will happen is Kenya will get this in her email, and it notifies her. See, she's writing the same thing for me, and it appears right here in real time. So, folks, if you actually are not doing it in real time too, but you can still comment on the Google Drive document. So this way, if Kenya spelled something wrong, and I can just say, hey, Kenya, you spelled your name wrong, and I can just write it in here. And then when you've actually looked at it and you think it's been resolved, you can actually mark it resolved, which is pretty cool. Then that comment goes away, which is really, really awesome. Isn't it? Because you get to, I mean, for writers, right? Writers like you, Kenya, this is probably like the coolest thing, because you can go back and forth with your customers, your clients, and make edits in real time.
Yep.
And you can actually overall do a comment right here. All right, and then if you share this document with somebody else, folks, you can click on share, and you don't even have to email this document, which is really cool. So you can actually invite somebody in. So I'm going to add one of my talents in. Her name is Chelsea Krieger. I'm going to put Chelsea there, and I can control whether she can edit the document, or she can only comment on the document, or she can only view the document. And if she can edit, and all I have to do is add a message. If I don't want to add a message, I can just unclick the box, share, and save it. And that in itself is pretty cool, because when you do this, folks, number one, it automatically saves the document. You don't have to do anything. No save buttons, all right?
Yeah.
No attachments. You don't need to attach anything. And here's an example. If you're putting, images, you can click on image, and it will ask you, you can take a snapshot, you can do by URL, and you have options, which is really cool. And you can upload your images. So this is why I really, really love Google Drive because it
Yeah.
really saves me time, and it is fast and easy. I don't have to worry about saving. I don't have to worry about attaching
Hmm.
documents, because I'm like, sometimes when you're too busy, you're like, you want me to find where's attachment? After a while, Kenya, it takes
Yeah.
me a little while looking at an our email and look like attachment. What is that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And
Right?
the other thing that I love about that whole collaboration thing and
Mhm.
sharing of the document is that if you have somebody that isn't tech, like if I have a client that's not tech savvy and I don't want to risk them messing up what we worked on,
Mhm.
um, I like how you can set the permissions, and so some people can just view stuff, some people can edit things, some people can just comment, and so I thought that feature is really awesome as well.
I'm gonna say something here really funny, and I think for all my girlfriends who actually belong to this networking group, they'll probably be laughing when they hear my story, because because okay, I'm not a big snail mail person. I'm so sorry,
Mm.
folks. I'm just not, because I really value my time to get me to the post office. It's just like I was just telling somebody today, my girlfriend today. I said, I don't even know where I keep my stamps. What stamps? When I used to do a lot of shipping parcels overseas, because I did a business, an online shopping business, what I did was, but the great thing was I weighed everything at home. I printed here, and all I had to do was just drop off the package, and that's the awesome part of it. And
Mhm.
when somebody tells me, oh, can you just print the document, fill out the information, and then put in a mail envelope, put a stamp, and I'm looking, I'm like, that's like 6 8 stamps. That's like
Like
2
you get all
minutes.
stressed out and
Yeah, and I said, can I just do like email or so, because I'm so you're laughing, but that's the truth, Kenya. After using this for a while,
yeah,
you're gonna be loving it, because you're like, it saves me time. I get to focus my time on other more important stuff.
yeah,
I get to buy back a bit of my time, even if it's 10 15 minutes,
yeah,
writing that email or sharing that document with somebody. So here's, just an example of what you can use Google Drive for. So, folks, if you're watching this, I know, you can actually, if you're on Google Plus, or if you're on Facebook, or if you're on Twitter, please, please, please hashtag us, at Creative Chat Cafe. So this is what we have. This is our channel, folks. You can actually go to youtube.com, entrepreneurs that soar, and you can actually watch the next time. If you're watching the Creative Chat Cafe, you can actually watch our live shows right here. And then you can actually go to our Creative Chat Cafe Google Plus event page and send your questions here. And see, we have a question from Sharon Byler here, who says, I cannot figure it out. I have never used this before. How? Sharon, if you have not used this, and if you just watch this show, you probably will go ahead and give it a try, and you'll go like, I'll never go back to Word documents, or sending it as attachments in my email. So
yeah.
oh,
I
she's
would
asking.
say, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Kenya.
No, I would say that I know sometimes the technology can especially if you're new to it, can feel kind of scary and stressful. But I would
Yeah.
say maybe just commit a little bit of
Yeah.
time, in your week to just kind of go through and learn. Um, I know Google has like different videos. There are all kind of tutorials out here to
I
kind of
was
help
just gonna
you.
say that too. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
No, no, you're right about the videos, because if you go to
Yeah.
YouTube, just type it out. I'm sure there are tons of videos that will help you learn it. Folks, here's one thing you gotta know. This is one tool that I did not learn overnight. Please don't
Mhm.
think this is an overnight tool. I may look like I know it to a T, but you know what? It didn't take me overnight to learn this. I'm sure you experienced the same thing, right, Kenya?
Yeah, I think I like the idea of looking at technology and new things, and like,
Yeah.
when we buy new phones and gadgets, we're so excited. We want to figure out how to learn them, and we go through and
Yes.
how do I set this up and how do I do this? And so I think with these new technologies and these new things, we if you look at it kind of as an exploratory thing, a fun thing, something that is going to really help you in the long run, kind of make your life easier. I think that'll help you kind of get through it and commit to it until you actually get it, and then it's just like like second nature, like you were saying, Beth. It's just
Yes.
like, okay, I can't do anything else.
Just like all the other tools out there, it doesn't take you overnight to learn it. It takes you a few nights, at least a week maybe. I mean, all our learning curves are all different, right? So the best way to do it is just jump into it and just try it out and then learn from that process. Because, until and unless you try it, you'll never know and you'll never learn, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
So,
And get on and find somebody really quick. Find somebody to get on with you and just play around with it. That's really great to learn too.
absolutely. Thanks for that tip. You're right. I totally forgot about that. So, yeah, folks, again,
Hmm.
tweet us, Facebook us, Google Plus us with the hashtag Creative Chat Cafe or CCC Triple C. And, if you have any questions, we don't have any questions tonight, but I think we're actually at the end of our time. I just want to take this opportunity to thank my girlfriend here, Kenya Halliburton, folks. So we'll have some woohoo, and we just want to
I
there you go, woohoo, and
love that.
that's the Google Plus, right? The Google Hangout effect. So
Yeah.
yeah, one more time to our director, one more. Yeah! So, folks, thank you so
Yay.
much for joining us tonight at the Creative Chat Cafe, and we will see you next week. Next week, we're talking about YouTube, how to upload your videos right here on YouTube. You don't have to use a camera, a separate camera, but how you upload it right here. So, folks, we'll see you next Wednesday night, and we have a huge announcement next week. So, stay tuned. 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday nights. Until then, thank you, Kenya. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Good night.
you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.